that many videos on this channel, nor have I done a lot of videos over the winter period on the Mini. Time to start some work on the Mini, and this is going to be part one of probably many part, and then I'll do a short version of this by stitching all of this together. But ultimately I'm going to be installing an electric management system on this car. It's going to be a Motorsport Electronics ECU, Me221 Gen2, so that will do ignition as well as the fueling. However, this part of focusing solely on the ignition side first, and then towards the summer we'll have a look at the EFI and then injection for the classic Mini. So there's not a lot of stuff, or at least not a lot of stuff for Motorsport Electronics to do on the Minis. Maybe I didn't look hard enough, but hopefully somebody will find it useful, even if it's not a Motorsport Electronics ECU, but any other ECUs. It's going to be my step-by-step, with a bit of time-lapse, how I approached installing the sensors, wiring, my thought process. I'll try to talk you through that. It's not going to be a fast video, so hopefully you'll enjoy it. I might do some timestamps for reference as well, but I'm hoping that this will help like-minded people like myself. I'm going to start taking the front end of this, and we'll stop and then talk through my thought process, but getting access to my crank pulley and hopefully put a sensor on today. Enjoy. The main goal of today's video is to install the crank position sensor. This is a kit from MED. There you go, I'll bring that on. And this sensor is compatible with pretty much any electronic ECU. So this is one, I believe, is 2-pin sensor, webcon sensor. I'll put a link in the video if anyone finds it interesting. But yeah, bracket and a sensor kit together. So hopefully they'll be placed over here. I believe it goes into here and here, and then points into here. I'll show what I'm going to do to create a trigger wheel effectively with the sensor in place. So I'm going to put a time lapse and then I'm going to do this video back to front. The final grub screw to make up my 35-1 sensor pickup. Final grub screw. I'm going to put this to the front, but effectively 35 of those Loctite in to the crank pulley to make up the what effectively is like a 35-1 tooth ring type of thing, so the sensor can pick up, and then a 36th being the missing tooth. And I've been using blue Loctite, and then painstakingly, I think it's just under an hour that it took me to do this. I'll double check on the time lapse, but I think it was about 45 minutes, maybe an hour. But effectively, this is the final one going in. And then I'm going to put this video first and then go back to the time lapse from number 1 screw all the way around. And then all I'm doing is I'm gently driving it by fingers. This is why my wife has been with me for so many years, because my fingers are just magical. And then just to finish it off, I do it with the key just to tighten it in. Push the engine a bit, tighten it in, not too much. I don't send it too much, just so it's tight. And then Loctite will go off. There you go. And then just go one more time, just check it. Yeah, that's tight. I'm happy with that. And this is it. And this is your missing tooth here. That's your missing gap. So there you go. Just done a 35 teeth trigger, and then the sensor will effectively sit in there like that, picking them up. Obviously I need to still space it out system, but yeah, so I think the missing tooth is sort of like sitting just here, so I think it's on the gap. Like I said, in the software you can adjust where the gap is. So this is going to conclude part 1. I might do in the background just install the sensor. I might do a time lapse, but that'll be part 2 by basically shimming this up towards the pulley and then spacing out the center about 1mm gap to the pickup. So this is the final result of the sensor install, spaced out with the sensor sitting 0.9mm shim. I spaced out the sensor to get closer to the pickup. So 0.9, I think the good range is 0.9 to 1mm, and I sort of went for the closer 0.9 pickup. So I'm just gonna, hopefully you can see, I'm just gonna shim the other side and mark it all up. It's all Loctite in, so hopefully we are in a good position there. So I can pull the shim out and then hopefully, yeah, so that's nice and, well, probably a little bit too tight to the sensor pickup, and it's right across the center. So yeah, hopefully that'll work. If not, it'll be a bit annoying because that was a pure nightmare to install. I've marked up the back bolt because I don't want that coming out. But yeah, so onwards and upwards. This will conclude part 1, I think. So stay tuned, man, and I hope this is helping somebody like moi. And then what I'll do eventually with the top dead center with a dial gauge, just sets up all, make like properly for the tuning. All right, thank you for watching.